Following trading signals guarantees failure. Absolutely. And 99.9% of copy trading as well. It's actually the most dangerous mistake that you should avoid in your trading journey. Let me explain. Imagine you're inside a copy trading Telegram group or whatever the fuck and sending you 85% win rate super signals. Have you ever asked yourself, why do only very few people actually share their wins on a daily basis from these super uber signals? Shouldn't there all be millionaires already? They should have like 50 Lamborghini meetups at the very least, shouldn't they? Or do you think they're just all very private people, right? They're very shy. They don't want to share their wins, right? Or could it be that they're actually losing more than they're winning? Oh my God, is that actually possible? But isn't that like guru trading signals? They're all fucking billionaires, aren't they? Billionaires with a fucking B, right? You know, it wasn't even long ago when traders were just envisioned to be this guys sitting at the beach, living easy lives, no stress, pressing a couple buttons on computers, making millions of dollars. But that's not true. And suddenly, it's all these Lamborghini over-tattooed Miami whatever shit guys. Like, I actually would challenge any of them can even solve a proper mathematical equation. The most simplest one. So here's the truth. Over 99.9% of people that trade lose money. Real talk. And that's why a lot of them look for like easy ways out. Copy trading service or trading signals. So somebody else, they can just push the responsibility to some other schmuck. And even if they did make money, usually it doesn't last for too long. And then poof, the luck runs out, the martingale hits the brick wall, and all the people's money are collected by the B-book and donated to the lovely people running the business and giving kickbacks to the very traders that you thought are gonna make you rich. You just helped making them rich. Isn't that nice? You're such a nice guy, bro. Oh, let me guess. You've tried trading signals already? How well did it work out for you? Oh, you tried copy trading. And? Where's your Lamborghini? Oh, you have 2 Lamborghinis. Oh, you mean like toys? Oh, you still like vision board sort of thing. Tough luck, man. So you're not making 6 figures a year? Wait, I'm just trying to understand. Aren't you like following these super signals? Or you just autopiloting on copy trading? Isn't somebody else making you rich? Oh, wait, what? No? Fuck, why? So let's talk about the definition of success in the trading world, okay? Because I'm sure you already hate the 9 to 5. Because it's your only source of income. It could disappear anytime. Job security is really not that strong these days. And it's probably gonna get worse. And again, your income depends on somebody else. Isn't that shit? It's shit. And that's exactly what you're doing when you're relying on somebody else's copy trading or trading signal. Especially if it's your only money. So you're giving, again, your power away to somebody else. Well, that somebody else better be really qualified for that. Why do you think the professional fund trading industry is so extremely regulated? Is so extremely full of requirements? You cannot just run a fund like that. Manage other people's money. It comes with tons of responsibility and reporting and, you know, things that you need to have full transparency on. It's not like these Forex copy trading. I don't even have a word for these Hampelmann is how we call them in English, in German. I mean, you could Google that. Hampelmänner. They're absolutely Hampelmänner. So you're giving this Hampelmann all your money. What if this guy gets sick? What if this guy gets into an accident? Happened to fucking me. I lost all my life savings in the beginning, giving my money to some idiot that pretended he had a bike accident. In reality, he just didn't get out of his fucking martingale trade. And I can guarantee you this is happening all over the world every single day still today. So okay, you take trading signals, but what if you miss that grand signal? That one signal that made all the money? You know, while you're just copying all the shit signals, you're losing. And what if you missed that grand Zoom call where you all, strategized the super win that's gonna take place this week, man? What if you missed that? Mate, let me tell you the truth. Trading success is independence. Got it? Independence. That's trading success. The ability to be profitable on your own. I don't rely on some. I don't have to worry about any fucking missed signals or whatever nonsense. I don't worry about that. I am doing it. I'm stepping up to the challenge, the task. And if you don't do it, you never get anywhere long. No fucking way. And just think about it. When you can trade on your own, you can make sure that the freedom that you have, that you're holding in your hands, that your family is enjoying is in your hands, not in somebody else's or some expert's hands. What do we call them experts? Hampelmann. That, you know, I've seen this even before. They just suddenly replace some guy in the signal scheme because that guy started losing. So they bring in some other Hampelmann number 2, and he suddenly trades even worse. If I just had $1 for every one of these things that I've seen over the years, I'd still be a millionaire. It's unbelievable. Honestly, guys, stop deluding yourself with this nonsense. You do it yourself. You have the power. And you can make adjustments as you go along. You don't have to do the same thing forever and ever. Absolutely not. And honestly, the easy promises are for the idiots. Even ICT, I don't even hate quoting that guy. But in this regard, he even accidentally, that's how smart he is, admitted that he made more money educating people on how to trade than the actual trading itself. Like, the dude is such a great trader, he made more money from teaching you about it. And where are these big ICT meetings with 50 Bugattis, 100 Lambos, and 1,000 Ferraris? Where are they? So the only people I see with really big cars, they're all educators. They're all affiliates. They're all signal providers. Is there a scheme to this? Wake the fuck up. Use your fucking brain. You want to be successful? Then start using your brain. Start taking responsibility. The reason why signal providers and copy trading providers make money is because they scam their followers. Literally. And it's easier to make money from scamming people than from actual trading. It's so much easier. If they collect a percentage of the losses that you have, if they make money on every single trade that you make, why would they bother trading? And that's exactly what they do. And that's exactly why you lose if you follow that shit. And you deserve to lose it if you don't fucking step up to the task and learn it finally. You don't necessarily need to learn to trade if you don't want to. You just need to learn to discern truth from fake shit. And if you don't, the fake shit's gonna hurt you. Simple as that. If it was easier for them to make money from trading, then why go through the hard work of getting your money into trading, signals, and copy trading, all that nonsense? And now you could say like, but you are an educator too. Well, mate, I have a consistent track record, verified. Look at it. I reached a stage in my life where I'm not a young kid anymore, where I'm actually interested in giving something back in terms of what I've accumulated in knowledge and experience in my life, and I want others to understand these things. It's not even a matter of legacy. I think legacy is also nonsense in the sense of that when you die, nobody fucking cares about you anymore. Like, you gotta be Nelson Mandela or whatever. But it's more about, like, you want to leave some imprint on certain people, and that's becomes something that you're really interested in doing. Running numbers on a screen is not the end-all, be-all in life. Absolutely not. Especially if you reach a certain amount of money. Like, honestly, I'm fucking poor. I don't own a jet. I'm fucking poor. But I'm rich poor. So it's great. It's awesome. And you know what else? Trading is hard. But it's the easiest hard thing you can do without needing talent. And you just gotta put a little bit of effort, use some of your brain, learn the right thing from the right guy, be mentored, walk through the process, get funded. Boom. You know how many years a doctor puts in before he can be a doctor? But you want a Lamborghini overnight from some schmuck, some Hampelmann? When you trade, you compete against other professionals as well, right? That have spent a considerable amount of time and effort into looking at data, discerning through everything, developing their own edge, all of these things. And if you don't do that, you think you will stand a chance in the same game? And if you cannot accept what I'm saying, then honestly, better don't trade. Or keep losing your money. I couldn't care. I couldn't fucking care less. You know who I care for? For the people that care for themselves. So I do have feelings. I do, yeah. But 99.99% of people lose money is because they thought it would be easy. So they're just doing this shit to themselves. They believe the idiots that made $10,000 in a single trade and then losing it all the next day again. They believe the idiots that have the magic robot that's gonna make autopilot profits overnight forever. They believe the copy trading martingale systems that over-risk and then one day explode. One day sooner than later, by the way. It's an inevitability, mathematically. Be real with yourself, man. If you can't be that, trading is not for you. Trading is not for you. Trading isn't for weak people that cannot tolerate risk. It's for people who understand that trading is all about risk management. That's really what it's about. Trading is not a place where you can find a monthly income easily. It's a long-term investment, an opportunity to get rich, actually slowly, but then continuously. So if you need an income today, get a fucking job. Move out your parents' basement. Or if you have a job, get a second job. I guarantee you, otherwise you would just lose more and more money and time. And before you know it, you will not have earned and you will not have learned. And isn't that the ultimate loss? Losing your time and making no money and not learning anything? Like, come on. And if you want to turn 5K into 100K and flip the shit of whatever nonsense, why not go to the casino? Like those guys from, what's this, the Hangover movie. That's so much more fun. So much more fun than sitting all by yourself in a stupid room with some chat shit going on and flipping numbers on the screen without all the great experience that a casino has to offer on the side. At least you experience the real thrill of that. Like it's if you do that on a screen by yourself, it's castrated. It's faggot shit, in my opinion. Probably gonna get blacklisted on this video. Who knows? I don't know. And also, I hate to break it to you, if you want to be successful in trading and make meaningful income, you gotta have money or access to a prop trading account to trading capital. If you're not willing to put in the money, or you can't even afford a good mentor or a prop trading account, then don't get into trading. Don't get into trading. Your expectations are far from realistic, and you're just gonna get burned and lose more and more and more. You know, trading can be quite simple actually, but you need to have realistic expectations. So part of what I just mentioned, also risk is a very important aspect here. Would you want to aim for, let's just say, 100% profit a year, but with the risk of losing everything at any given day? Because that's how a lot of these flippers trade. They want to make 100% in the shortest amount of time, but every single day they trade, they have actually a total risk of ruin. So just a quick illustration of what risk-adjusted returns actually means, because a lot of times people don't necessarily understand what's going on here. So look, a lot of times people, when they target too high returns, they actually end up taking massive risks. And that's why you need to put the risk in context with the return. Or other ways around, you need to make sure that whatever return you are targeting is within a clearly defined risk. Because if you're risking too much, you may not live to fight another day. Just give you an example. If you lose 50% of your account size, you need to make 100% return just to make it back, right? You need to double your account then. And that's something that's absolutely has nothing to do with trading anymore. That is pure gambling. So let me start with a simple, good example here. Obviously, my example is a good example. So this is my track record. And it's publicly verified on a regulated platform. Nothing is, hidden here. It's completely consistent. You have the full history and all of these things, right? It's not just a singled out trade or any of these things. So what it means is that it doesn't only show you like, okay, this made 100% in a specific period of time, but it also shows you what kind of drawdowns did it have? How much did it actually go down? And we cannot see it too much here because the resolution of that, but I share the link all the time. So for 100% return, in between, the biggest drawdown was 10%. So essentially, my profit here is 10x the risk that at any one time was actually taking place. So that is a very, very healthy ratio here, right? So you have 10x return versus 1x risk taken. And I'm just going to give you like some other scenarios that I've seen so many times people actually find themselves in. So they want to hit 50% returns. Some people want 50% return a month. But then they end up taking 60% risk of their account size. So again, if you lose that 60%, you will need to more than double your account again to make it back. And if you're not having a systematic approach, a statistical edge, rules-based, with the 7 building blocks in place, chances are you will hit your drawdowns more often because you don't understand the first thing about risk management enough to contain losses before they become too big, right? So this is actually showing, what this track record is showing is that I am able to control my risk. Doesn't mean that I don't lose. I do lose, but I lose a lot less when I lose. Here we have another scenario that I often see people once they become better, actually, find a more of a balance, is that they target 50% return, but they still have a 20% drawdown. So again, here that ratio is better, but it's still not as good as this one here. So if I saw this happen, then I would need to figure out, okay, why is my drawdown so high in comparison to the return that I'm actually targeting and having? Where can I cut my losses short more quickly? Am I maybe over trading? Am I taking too many setups that I maybe should consider not taking? Am I trading with too big lots? There's a bunch of matters that you should look into when you see that you have this kind of ratio going on in your account. And then, this is the absolute classic here, that people are actually targeting 10% return, but they are willing to take a lot more risk. So actually this never works out, because most of the time people that target more risk than return, and they may not even know that they're doing that, but they find themselves in that situation, they end up crashing the account. This is a margin call waiting to happen. This is a stop out waiting to happen. And this is what happens to most retail traders, especially if you trade some sort of a martingale system, meaning you add to your losers as the market continues to go against you. People then at some point just continue to add, and then they have so big drawdowns that all they can do is just sit and hope and pray, and typically it takes them out. So let's just say, you made 10% in a month or whatever, but in between your drawdown was 25% to make that 10% risk. You got lucky that the market came back and you were able to close the position before it got more of a damage here. Then clearly, this is a big wake-up call that you must not continue to do that. Because next time this will happen, the chances that this is going to become 50% drawdown, 80% drawdown, 100% drawdown, they grow. And that's why you should never, would you just think about it? You're taking the risk of essentially dying for what kind of return? What is the upside of this kind of approach? There is no upside to this kind of approach. The only downside is just waiting to happen to smack you in the face fatally. Is that what you want? I don't think that is what you actually want. You're greedy for returns. I understand that. Everyone is greedy for returns. But you're not going to have these returns if you're going to lose more. Look, guys, a drawdown is not a matter of if it will happen. It will happen. With a 100% certainty, over the course of your trading, you will have drawdowns. 100%. Not 90, not 80, not 70, 100% you will face drawdown. Any return you have generated to that point will be gone in an instant. Any time and work and effort and tears and sweat that you would have put into that point is gone, is worthless. All the money that you saw on the screen is gone. All the savings you put into that account is gone. All the hopes and dreams that you had is gone. That's not how you should trade. This is how you can gamble. So you bet big and you lose big. But trading is not gambling. That's what I keep saying. People need to understand the difference between gambling and trading. Because when you learn trading the proper way, this is a way to continuously make money for the rest of your life and build wealth this way, instead of just trying to win big, one big shot overnight, get lucky, which you very likely are going to lose again at some point. That's another thing. I've seen tons of people, for example, make tons of money in crypto, but they did not become the kind of person in the process they needed to become in order to keep that money. So over the course of the next year or so, they will lose the money again, either back to the market, or they're being scammed by other people in the market, or. So there is a learning curve here. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to be a successful rich trader, the Lamborghinis, the lifestyle, the whatever, funny enough, that only comes in a more slow way, and you need to have the skill set for that. And the biggest skill set that you need to have is to control your risk. Generate 100% return. Having a 10% drawdown is a fantastic ratio that I want to see somebody else actually showcase like that over the course of 20 months or whatever it is here. So that's just like a little illustration so that you understand what I mean by risk-adjusted returns. You understand? So to me, success in trading clearly is when you yourself can trade and you can be consistently profitable without relying on any fucking body else. That's number one. Number two, I know that trading isn't easy, and gurus will make it seem like it's easy because they have their own agenda, they have their own reasons, they have their own way of making money from you believing that shit. And only idiots believe that shit. Got it? Number three, be real with yourself. Trading isn't for everyone. Everyone can do it, but not necessarily everyone is made for it. And if it's not for you, better stay away from it. Then keep losing your life state and getting yourself into stupid trouble. So learn the proper way to do it. Find out if it works for you. And then trading can be super simple. Super simple. You have realistic expectation, including the risks you're taking, the actual structure you need to learn, statistical edge, several building block. Take these things into account, and then things will fall into place and they will work out. And if you have any questions about that process, use the comment section down here. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Generally, I'm interested in your comments. Probably some of these videos may attract some hate, but I'm up for it. Dude, challenge me. I'm here for that. And for those that actually understand the truth and the reality of that, and you're interested in a proper mentorship, you can reach out to me. I only mentor very few people. Really, I'm not looking to work with any fucking buddy. I want to be on a one-to-one coaching type of relationship with whoever learns from me. I want to understand how, like them, their very journey, and help them individually and teach them how professionals trade so they can be consistently profitable with a strategy that works for them and a statistical edge in place. That's interesting for you. Reach out to me. You can send an application in and we're happily gonna look at it. And last but not least, if you like these videos, please share, subscribe. Yeah, tell everyone you know that is into trading or not to watch these videos. Let's get this algorithm fired up and get more and more people exposed to that information. Thank you very much. I see you on the next video.